Jim and Angie, yet another day of not one person in the state bureaucracy being available to give us details on state food stamp money. It's 6 p.m. and every state office is closed. Today, though, the Missouri Senate was busy and the Department of Social Services was in response mode. State Senator Will Kraus says there's fraud in the food stamp program.
A person behind me, I was on the cell phone talking and said, hey, I've got Mr. Smith's food stamp card. I'm here buying $100 worth of food. I've got to get that. And that gave me the idea. There are people selling their EBT cards.
So he wants a valid photo ID requirement on Missouri food stamp cards. Some Dems think it may be a bad idea.
I think that it could be an expensive proposition.
But on the issue of fraud, lawmakers can really only fund programs to fight it.
We don't necessarily drill down and look for it ourselves. There are units within the Department of Social Services, within all departments of state government.
So lawmakers here at the state capitol in Jefferson City recommended we go across the street to the Department of Social Services. Those are the guys that gave us these numbers on out-of-state spending on food stamps initially. Turns out they're not really interested in talking about the details behind the numbers. We sent an email to Communications Director Seth Bundy. Can we set up an interview for tomorrow? I think it'd be great to show the taxpayers how much work goes into safeguarding money set aside for families on assistance. Bundy's response: caught your piece last night. I think I'll pass on the interview. Thanks. But after we posted a web story saying the department wouldn't comment, Bundy sent another email, this time offering military families on food stamps stationed outside Missouri as a viable explanation for some out-of-state spending. It was a short answer to lots of questions you raised on our website and Facebook page after the initial story became one of the most viewed stories on KOMU.com. According to Bundy, DSS found 3,000 cases of fraud, quote, across a variety of programs. Still, no answer on exactly how many of them were food stamp related. Now, Bundy also reiterated that federal law allows recipients of food stamps to use them in every state. He deferred to, quote, federal leaders for further conversations on the topic. On KOMU.com right now, we have a link to SB 474, the proposed photo ID requirement for food stamps. Angie?